We are currently in a cell.
There are 400,000 personal shelters.
They were tying over 100 prisoners side by side. They have served their sentences. Some have died here, some have managed to get out. 100 people escaped from the pit we saw. There are also dozens. Those are ankle shackles. The Vietnamese people are very resistant and warrior-like. Very painful images. My throat keeps tightening. Ladies, gentlemen, dear children, welcome to the most beautiful country in the world, Vietnam. Today we are here with the second part of Hanoi. Thank you all very much for the interest and attention you showed in the previous episode. To my Indonesian followers, my followers in India, and those watching me from the African continent. I love you all very much. I send you a big hug. Who is with me again today?
Hayta, brother.
Were you here too?
Welcome.
Glad to be here.
When did you come?
I came yesterday.
Oh!
We were with teacher Gokhan in the previous episode. He has been living in Vietnam for 3 years. He is teaching English in Ho Chi Minh.
I am teaching English.
A very nice job.
I am in elementary school. My children are very sweet. We do our lessons together with them. Now we have started something even nicer, hopefully.
Hopefully. Hopefully we will do very good work together. Let's move on to the video. Before we get to the video, as always, let's not say little or much in our style. Let's not skip it. Let's not neglect our comments, likes, and shares. Here we go. Hayta Yollarda production presents the second episode of Hanoi.
Dude, I think this is... They put something on top like a crepe.
Where's the shrimp?
The shrimp is here.
Nem Shao Chun.
This is rice paper. He puts vegetables inside the rice paper. He puts ingredients.
Interesting.
Look over there. Very delicious and very healthy.
It's clear they're all very healthy and beautiful. Reza Abi, the forester from Trabzon. Come, teacher Gokhan, come. There's plum compote.
Like jam.
Aren't those things? Your fruit. What was it?
Yes, they've made jam out of all of them.
These are marmalade. Yes, plum marmalade is on top.
You see bees everywhere.
There are dried mangoes and such.
Nuts. Dried fruits?
It's pretty cheap, huh? Look, $6 to $7 per kilo.
Very good. I think this is a date fruit.
What else is famous in Vietnam?
Do you know what is famous in Vietnam?
Cashews.
Cashews. Yes, they produce a lot.
There is very serious production here.
Right.
I remember last time I came, I bought half a kilo of cashews when leaving.
Really?
It was a very big purchase for me.
Did it taste good?
It was very good.
Nice.
Look, here's the simple version.
How much per kilogram?
Let's see, brother. Hello, Xin Chao. How much is this? 100. $4. Half a kilo. $8 per kilo. 300 Turkish lira. I think it's around 1,000 lira in Turkey.
Very good.
As you see, at a third of the price. When you come here, lots of cashews, spices, t-shirts, bags. Fill it up and go.
These are the names of the deceased. They placed the food and drinks they loved here. But nowadays, young people put what they like and then drink it. Some put bubble tea, some put milk tea. They do this to remember their grandfathers, to commemorate them again, and they pray. These are probably people who died in the war. Look, it says 1905. There is 1972.
Most probably died in the invasion.
Yes.
This is a Buddhist temple. Nice, the atmosphere and everything. The ambiance is cool.
This place is also very old.
Temples are usually cool. We have arrived. We are at the train street. There are 20 minutes until the train arrives. Let's move forward a bit. The atmosphere is very nice. Honestly, I came here years ago. Being here again makes one reflect on life, doesn't it? I question life. 3 years ago, we were just wandering around waiting. Now we've gotten into various different jobs, tricked by thinking about tomorrow. Carry on. There's not much time left for the train. Let's ask someone.
How long will be minute coming train?
15 minutes.
Okay.
It arrives at 3:20, but it also arrives at 9:30 in the morning and 6:05 p.m. As you can see, everyone has filled the train cafes because they are waiting for the train. Let's settle down somewhere if you like. Our brothers are playing cards here. Hello, Xin Chao. The atmosphere is very good. Look at the cafes. These are all normal now. They used to be shacks, slums, old houses. Back in the day, celebrities used to come here. 10 years ago, thanks to social media, these places were booming, bustling. As you can see, we are currently on the amazing streets of Hanoi. My brothers are wearing Vietnam t-shirts. Look at the young people. Hi guys, how are you? She says reserve. Let's see, we'll find a place. Here it comes.
Very close.
We had a nice rest of 1 to 1.5 hours at the hotel.
Yes.
We're hungry, huh?
I'm so hungry, standing with breakfast. You ate on the way.
We're moving on to eating. There are very nice Korean cuisines here. Barbecues. She will eat delicious vegetarian products. And we will eat meat.
As usual.
Is it called Jin Con or Jin Rade, a famous place with branches all over Vietnam? Teacher Gokhan took us to a place years ago in Ho Chi Minh. I still can't forget it. It's still a top memory for me. Hopefully this place will be the same and leave a nice memory. At least we can give you good recommendations. I have about 15 videos on my channel about Vietnam. Probably after the trip we'll have around 35 or 40. Because we will go to 4 or 5 cities. We are here for 12 or 13 days. Then the Cambodia series is coming. All right, we have arrived at the restaurant. We had an amazing meal. If you come, find this place. Jinro Barbecue. $15, $16 per person. Friends, it's a bit more expensive than free. The meats were really good, very high quality. Normally, in low-cost, cheap places like this, they bring the meats in thin slices. They use local meat. I'm saying this as someone who has eaten meat in 55 countries. But here, the meats were really substantial. It was nice and enjoyable. Let's teleport to the morning. Let the new day begin. My late grandfather was a great golf master. He was the person who opened the first golf course in Antep. The old-timers know him well. Look, we learned this sport from him. 55. Wait for it. If there are any golf masters among us, they will understand my shots very well. Hole. I told you, you don't listen to me. He was the person who built the first golf stadium in Antep in the 80s. He learned in France, studied in Paris, because he was a very educated person. Let it come for him. A new day, a new morning. Last night we had chops.
Yes.
Today we will talk about sadness and the truth.
Exactly.
The Vietnam-America War lasted 20 years, man.
Correct.
Millions of people are dying.
Millions of people are dying. There is a tremendous struggle.
Yes.
It has an incredible history and very painful. And we are currently in front of a prison that shows those historical pains.
What is the name of this place?
This is Maison Centrale. The French named it. It was established during the French era. Maison Centrale means main prison. But right now, Hilton Center.
Among the people.
Yes.
They call it the Hanoi Hilton.
They call it the Hanoi Hilton. Since Americans were generally held
Yes.
here, both Americans and the locals started calling it Hilton. The locals also call it the mouth of hell.
Really?
Really great suffering has occurred here. You will see.
Bro, people went in here healthy, came out blind, came out disabled.
Correct.
Hundreds of bodies have come out here.
Yes, we will talk about that today.
Let's go inside then. Let's explore the Hanoi Hilton together. They call it Hilton because it was associated with Americans, and a high proportion of the prisoners here were American. At the same time, South Vietnamese were also held captive here.
Yes.
We are in the north right now. Let's go inside.
Let's go. My dear Hayta,
Yes, my teacher Gokhan.
we are in the prison's garden, in the courtyard. There is an exhibition here.
Uh-huh.
I can give you this information. This prison was much larger. In 1990, most of it was demolished. Now only a part of it remains. It showed both sides, showing the pain at the time. But now, as you know, there are very large buildings around.
This is a bit of a luxury area.
Yes, there is a belief that capitalism has come again and surrounded the area. They show something like that. It was established in 1896. The French were the first to establish it here, under French colonial rule. They threw the revolutionaries here. Those who wanted revolution, those who wanted Vietnam's independence, were thrown here. After the French left, this time Ho Chi Minh comes and takes over. This time Ho Chi Minh starts using it. And they put the Americans here they captured. In fact, there is a senator now. It was John McCain. He is currently a senator in America. He was a pilot that year, and his plane crashed. He was captured. He also stayed here.
I watched John McCain in a documentary on Netflix 3 days ago. The first American pilot captured.
Yes, he was here too.
Captured by the Vietnamese.
Yes, at the time Ho Chi Minh was making them walk down the street. He was making foreigners walk.
Like, look how strong we are.
For propaganda purposes. We caught the Americans, but now we will see. Actually, we took very good care of them. Look, we healed them. They were in very good condition. They show them here. There are two sides to this war. It needs to be listened to from the American side and from the Vietnamese side. But it is definitely true that there was a lot of suffering here. Well, the prisoners are suffering incredibly. Those in chains cannot escape in any way. But the prisoners found a way. They prepared a chemical by mixing salt and rice. By applying it to the iron, they accelerated the corrosion. They also dug with spoons and escaped through the sewer.
Wow.
Yes, there are many who escaped like this. We also see the rice papers, right? We put vegetables inside the rice paper and eat. They used for communicating outside with those papers.
Rice papers?
Yes, they were writing notes on that rice paper and sending them outside from the cafeteria. This is how they communicated. Another way of communication was through songs. The French here didn't know the language, but they were changing the lyrics in their own language and singing to communicate with the outside. This is how they communicated.
Very interesting.
Yes, putting notes inside the bread and sending them out. There is an incredible pain here. The proportion of female prisoners is very high. Their cell is very bad. It is well known that the women in that cell later joined the Vietnamese administration.
Wow.
Most of them started working at high levels in the Vietnamese administration.
Thank you very much, Teacher Gokhan. This is very valuable information.
You're welcome.
This is probably the old architecture of the prison. This is the old size of the prison. Old model, like you said.
Yes, there is only this area right now.
Building A.
These
I think there
places
are these
were all
two
destroyed.
buildings. The remaining 12 or 13 buildings are all demolished.
Yes, there are now big buildings there. Capitalism is here again.
Residences, panes while underneath.
Let me tell you one more thing. That is also very interesting. During the French period, prisoners used to make ghost sounds at night to scare the guards. The French were scared, thinking ghosts came at night, because they had killed so many people here. They wanted to go home out of fear. The Vietnamese are very clever. I mean, the Vietnam War is truly full of intelligence. It has an incredible history.
We already made a video with you 2 years ago in Ho Chi Minh.
Yes, in the war tunnels.
There were also very deep and meaningful stories there.
Yes, incredible story.
There is no bunk bed culture here.
Definitely not.
People were lying side by side there, about 60 or 70 people in line, brother.
All of their feet are chained here. They cannot move.
With fixed boards and such, with irons.
You know the heat here, so imagine back then.
It's cold in winter too.
Yes, it is. So the French say, this is the central prison and we brought civilization here. But on the other hand, they put 100 people in a cell meant for 10.
Yes.
In that heat, with chains, hungry, people are dying. It's unbelievable.
Everyone is after a show.
Yes.
The bricks and blocks remaining from the prison ruins. These have been extracted from the debris. They belong to the M&H buildings. Again, on this left side of the prison, there are locks, there are iron bars. They use these to lock the doors.
Of course.
The iron bars are quite thick, Teacher Gokhan.
Escaping is normally very difficult, but they dig with small spoons, dig and dig. Find the way to the sewer and escape.
Friends, look! There is a door here from the old prison. Look at the door, Teacher Gokhan.
Unbelievable.
It's a more than 100-year-old door. This place was built in 1836. This area we see is the toilet. Countless prisoners come here to use the toilet. Everyone is in plain view of each other. There are no walls, no doors, no enclosed area around. Prisoners are like this in these places we see. Of course, since this is now a museum, there are 15 to 20 prisoners in each row, but under normal conditions, they would tie over 100 prisoners side by side in this space, meant for 15 to 22 people. Let's show it right away. These are the irons on the prisoners' feet that our teacher Gokhan just described. They managed to mix salt and rice to oxidize and dissolve them and Many people escaped from here. Those who couldn't escape served their sentences with their feet constantly shackled in this position. Some died here, while others managed to get out. In the upcoming minutes, if we find one of the former prison inmates, we will conduct an interview with them together and I will share it with you. Very painful images. While walking here, I really don't know what to say. My throat keeps tightening. But when we reach the end of it, there's this truth. The Vietnamese people are very resistant and warrior-like. They stand by their country, their land. It lasts for 20 years. This is America's biggest defeat in world wars, Vietnam. And if America had taken this place, the scenario was this. After Vietnam fell, all of Asia would have fallen. Thailand, Cambodia, Laos. Today, perhaps many countries in the Far East would be living under American dominance. But thanks to the Vietnamese people, this scenario did not happen.
Now, my dear Hayta, the French section is over.
Yes, where are we going now?
We are moving to the American section. This time, the Vietnamese are the owners of the prison, and the Americans are the prisoners.
Oh, we've advanced an era.
Yes, they have made such a presentation in this prison. They have separated it along with the road. There are interesting photos here. Let's give some information.
It says 1958, look.
Yes, look at this photo. These men are inside a sewer pit. You see, right? These are actually shelters, personal shelters made for bombs. There are 400,000 personal shelters. One person can enter and close it. You protect yourself when a bomb falls. There are 90,000 shelters for large bombs, family-sized, where about 100 people can enter. Over there, they teach children how to give first aid. The whole country is mobilized. Everyone is learning something.
They are teaching how to build tunnels.
Here, the children are making wicker. They are making hats from wicker. Everyone is in training, doing whatever they can. A farmer is doing something, another is carrying bombs, like the War of Independence.
Look, they use straw hats here on the front line.
Of course, there's the sun. At 45 degrees and you get sunstroke. They do whatever they can. During this war, when America first began to help, John F. Kennedy was in charge and he was assassinated. Then his vice president Nixon took over. Nixon continued. There's a documentary on Netflix.
I watched that.
It is explained there. Nixon is actually not very aware. They are scheming behind the scenes. They are giving false information.
Nixon has a statement in the Vietnam War documentary. He says, "One morning I woke up and I had become president."
Yes.
I had no idea, he says.
Yes, also somewhat uneducated. I mean, hasn't graduated from big universities.
He managed to do something only thanks to Kennedy's advisors.
Something like that happens. And the CIA deceives a bit. They give false information. Then, of course, the war escalates. It continues like this. All the photos are from the moments of bombing in the war. This is a completely different story. I mean, even Netflix made 10 episodes. It's impossible for us to explain it right now. Just know the prison section is like this.
We've now arrived at the section with the cells, friends. You know what a cell means. If you don't follow the rules or act up, you get punished. You wait for death alone in dark rooms. This is one of those cells. The one we're seeing right now. Take a look inside. There's only a small ventilation hole. There's no toilet or anything. You do all your toilet needs inside.
This tree is an almond tree. It has a connection with the prisoners. It talks about that. The prisoners used these leaves to heal their wounds and also used it when they had diarrhea.
Wow.
It says it has a direct connection with the prisoners.
Interesting. This tree served in the prison between 1930 and 1954.
Yes.
Now it has been retired. In 1951, 16 prisoners escaped from here.
Yes, we talked about these.
Received a death sentence.
We talked about those who escaped. We can see it right here. Just from here. Look like this. As I said, they probably used salt and rice again.
And this is currently a piece remaining from that real prison.
Yes, those are the ones remaining from that prison. These 16 prisoners were sentenced to death.
By the way, that prisoner also escaped from here, friends. Through this tiny hole.
They have nothing left to lose now. They will die. They try everything and escape. After escaping, they join the revolution again, man.
They don't let go.
Not letting go.
What kind of people were these?
Vietnamese people are very nationalistic, man. They really love their country. I find them very similar to us. They would truly do anything for their country. I even sometimes ask friends if a war broke out right now. How many Vietnamese do you think would join? 95% and I would be the first to go, they say. They are very nationalistic. Even after escaping, despite being sentenced to death, they joined the revolution again and fought for their country.
They continue to fight.
They keep going, non-stop.
From the pit we see 100 people are escaping, friends.
You know, brother, Vietnamese people are already small. I can understand how they escaped from here. We saw it in the tunnels too. The tunnels were very small. Cutting those iron bars is incredible.
Very interesting.
Incredible.
We are currently witnessing history, friends. We are 75 years in the past.
75 years ago, yes. We can see a symbolic demonstration here. You know, they get beaten, everything happens, but they didn't give up. People are still shouting, yelling, "Freedom, Vietnam." There's an incredible faith. It shows that here too. It depicts this.
God bless the Vietnamese people. Long live Vietnam's freedom.
I think so too.
We are currently in a cell.
Yes, we are in one of the cells. This woman is an important figure. I can't pronounce her name. My Vietnamese isn't that. Yes, the pronunciation is probably different. This woman on this picture works for the Communist Party. She works for the revolution. She is involved in every stage. Her husband is also a soldier, a general. She is the general's first wife, born in 1915. Then she ends up in prison. She gets sick in prison and dies at a young age.
This cell is the cell where that woman stayed.
Yes, she passed away at an early age.
If you had the power to turn back time right now, you go back a century. Lying here now, pains.
Truly lying in pain, that's right.
Bro, I think I'm gonna cry. This place you see, the women's cell. As you can see, 14 or 15 women were lying inside at the same time. Again, there is no toilet. Everyone meets their needs in a bucket. Here again, dozens, hundreds of people lost their lives. Is it what I guessed?
Yes, the guillotine from the time of the French. They were cutting off the heads of the prisoners.
The knife is still hanging above.
Yes, when you leave it, it drops immediately. It's even very sad, but there's a photo here. Look, do you see it?
There are heads inside the chests.
They put the severed heads inside it.
This guillotine was used between 1930 and 32.
Yes, correct.
It only served for 2 years.
So the toilet situation in these prisons is also very interesting.
There is no toilet.
There is one in the corner, but they can't go because of the chain. Usually, excuse me, but they go in their pants, smell diseases.
Germs.
And about the food. Just rice, boiled rice, and rotten vegetables. Usually they were moldy.
They give rice just so they don't die.
Of course, it usually made them sick anyway. I think they also put people in this basket like a prison under the sun. Like a punishment, 45 degrees sun, and you're inside this. Can you imagine?
I watched a documentary in Africa. It was about a prison again. There, instead of taking them out to a cell, they lay them under the sun for 2 to 3 days.
Man, the people in the past were really cruel. I just don't get it. What's this?
Boxing gloves.
They are used to torture prisoners.
They used to beat them with these.
They were being beaten with boxing gloves.
They don't knit themselves either. Those are ankle shackles.
Of course, those are the shackles they attach to the prisoners' feet.
It's very sad.
There is a lot of suffering. We are still in the women's ward. There were 200 women here, but there is not enough water. Then they say they will set a rule. Everyone gets a coconut's worth of water daily.
Okay.
This is for drinking and for showering. Also washing, cleaning, and for the toilet too. Bathing happens every 2 or 3 days.
Look at this disgrace.
They have to clean themselves with a tiny amount of water. They clean the places where they sleep themselves. It talks about that here, in letters and documents.
There are letters. Letters written from there. Women wrote to their families, to their husbands, to their children, but probably none of these letters reached them. Right now, we are inside the cell.
Yes, we are.
Dude, you can't stay here for 2 days.
Yes. Here. How much time is spent outside, for example, is determined for punishment. Other than that, feet are tied here. Now there is light. This light is not there. No sunlight. Darkness. Humidity. Heat. Now look, there is a fan here. A ventilator. Despite that, it's hot.
It's like 60 degrees here.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Feet are also shackled. You lie in the cell for 2 people.
You lie here like this 24 hours a day.
For weeks, months, years.
The toilet is here. You can't go. You do it in your pants. Excuse me.
We are currently at the Hanoi Hilton prison. Do you remember we said something at the beginning of the video? Why is the Hanoi Hilton Hotel called Hilton?
Now, the Americans, these captured officers, they call it Hilton. Are they saying it to mock, or was it really like a Hilton? History will decide that. How do the Vietnamese show it? This room is like a propaganda room. Look, there are photos of how happy the American soldiers are here. They are eating, drinking, playing games. Again, it shows in the video here, you see, the soldiers are very happy. They are smoking bongs, smoking cigarettes. They are together, hanging out, like the Hilton Hotel.
Yes.
What the Vietnamese mean to say is this: you treated us very badly, but we are human, and we are treating you very well.
How true is it?
But in the documentary on Netflix, it was the exact opposite. They were making people walk on the road, and people were throwing things at them. They were throwing tomatoes, they were throwing oranges. We can't know this. Both sides tell different stories. But I'm still on the side of the Vietnamese, because it came to their country. But an interesting thing, the Vietnamese still like Americans and the French very much.
That's a whole different thing.
Very interesting.
They came to invade their country, caused suffering here, and millions of people died.
Yes, I don't get it. You know it's called falling in love with your executioner.
Exactly.
We finished the tour.
Yes, Teacher Gokhan, we've reached the end.
How do you feel?
I don't feel good at all, you know? I was very, very moved inside.
Yes.
Really, I am. There's a deep history inside.
Yes. So those who come to Hanoi should definitely see this place.
Yes.
Usually they provide an English guide, but what will they do if there is no English guide?
They will come with Hayta Yollarda travel.
If you contact us, we will tell you the whole history, with details.
We will conduct group tour operations and also create personalized programs. If there are no setbacks, we will start providing services here with the full team from November or December. Teacher Gokhan will host and welcome you here. Our office will open soon. We will share the good news and the opening video with you in the upcoming episodes.
Hopefully.
Let's move on to the meal. I'm hungry.
Let's go, let's eat. Then we'll see.
What should we eat?
Let's eat pizza. Let me take you to a very nice pizzeria today.
What's the connection with pizza in Vietnam?
There is a fully Italian pizzeria here. They make the exact same as the pizzeria in Italy.
Seriously?
There is an incredible franchise. There are about 100 branches.
Wow.
It's a very special place. Let's go there.
Come on then.
Thank you.
We had an amazing meal. My energy is through the roof. I'm going crazy right now. I'm grateful to all of you for watching up to this point and valuing and taking the time. Respects and endless thanks. Teacher Gokhan,
See you later.
thank you.
The pizza was
The
legendary.
pizza was very good.
It was really good.
We wanted to make a sweet closing to the video. You know, we shot an emotional documentary. Hayta Yollarda, travel is the address of quality.
Yes.
We are at your service in 6 countries. We are waiting for you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to Vietnam.
For example, it's taking one out right now. I'm inside the Lord of the Rings. There are no Turks. We came and we're having fun inside the jacuzzi. Damn, I'm glad I came here.